Thank you, Chair Latta, for holding this important hearing to discuss the appliance and building policies. I thank you, the witnesses, for being here today. During the Biden administration, there was a 4-year assault on consumer choice of appliances, from gas stoves, refrigerators, and freezers to washers, dryers, dishwashers, and air conditioners. No household appliance was off limits in their pursuit of a radical rush to green agenda. In fact, I tell you, I got more questions in the district this last, it was August work period. I mean, people ask me, why is my new air conditioner costing 3 times what I paid for it 10 years ago? Because of this new gas and this, I thought technology was supposed to lower prices, and that's the comments I got. And but it's a real problem for our consumers. And of course, that's why I'm proud that to introduce the bill Don't Mess with My Home Appliances Act, which implements necessary reforms to the Energy Policy and Conservation, or EPCA, prevent future administrations from issuing burdensome standards on household appliances that would drive cost and reduce availability. And like I said, I don't know where we're getting these numbers about all this money we're saving, but like I said, the costs are enormous. In fact, I had to do something I never thought I'd do in my lifetime, was stand on the House floor and defend my wife's gas stove. And we won that battle. She got to keep it. So, again, what's important is to preserve consumer choice and maintain a diverse energy mix. Mr. Lieberman, you mentioned in your testimony the issues with EPCA and how costly it can be to implement new appliance regulations. Do you have an average of how much the Biden Department of Energy's rules on some appliances cost consumers?
Well, you mentioned air conditioners. Central air conditioners are in the very unfortunate position that they're hit with Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Agency regulation, and it's that 1-2 punch that's really done a number on appliances. A DOE rule that predates the Biden administration but took effect in 2023 raised the cost of home air conditioners, and then a Biden EPA rule that took effect for manufactured equipment after January 1st of this year has really done a number on appliance affordability, especially air conditioners. And I've talked to air conditioner installers who say that that EPA rule alone added $1,500 on top of the other regulations. So it's definitely a cumulative effect. And a number of these regulations were from the Biden administration, but a number of them predate the Biden administration as well.
Well, and the other problem is some of this stuff doesn't work. I mean, the washing machines, I'm told, you got to wash your clothes multiple times. I mean, we had one lady that wrote in here and said she had to put more water in her washing machine to get her clothes clean. Had to drag the water hose in there and put it in the water. I mean, you can't believe this stuff. You mentioned my bill, the Don't Mess with My Home Appliances Act, to reform EPCA. How would this bill help with ensuring consumer choice and lower cost of appliances?
Well, I think it would reinstate some safeguards against excessive future regulations. That's very useful. It would also have this look-back provision so we can revisit past regulations, have a notice and comment rulemaking where those who think the appliance standard was just fine can say so, but those who think there's been problems can say so, and we can revisit some of these past standards, maybe even make them less stringent if it's efficiency that comes at a cost of choice, performance, features, reliability, and longevity.
It's called common sense or street smarts, whatever you want to call it.
Trusting consumers to do the right thing.
Mr. Steffens, is that correct? Part of my bill, the Don't Mess with My Appliance Act, prohibits the Secretary of Energy from banning products based on a type of fuel source, most notably natural gas. Natural gas traditionally uses less energy, so can you share how banning natural gas appliances and natural gas, such as my wife's gas stove, as a fuel source in building would strain the grid and raise energy cost?
Thank you, Congressman. Absolutely. The driving gas out of homes will raise or will increase electricity demand because people will still want to cook, they'll still want heat. That will only increase demand in a tight supply market, and the prices are going to go up from there.
Right. Well, I'm out of time. Mr. Hughes, I had a question for you. For the record, I'll get that to you. But obviously, we have a huge housing shortage in this country, and affordability is a big issue, and we got to solve that problem for the American people. Thank you, and I yield back.